Coming up next, Weeknight with Ellie Muller. That's right, it's coming up next on the one and only Nick at Night. When late night TV breaks, we fix it. From the gorgeous YouTube dojo, all the way from the place where Tinsel gets produced every year. Wait, what? It's Weeknight with Ellie Muller. And now, a man who's going to talk about Tinsel tonight. Really? We're actually going to talk about Tinsel tonight. Really? Man, I need to start rehearsing these things. He is the one and only Mr. Ellie Cunning Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. My name is Ellie Cunning Muller. What's up? The theme song was composed by Dallas Mathis Piano, and Tori's gaming spot is Weeknight Update Storyteller. And they are two of our Shoutout Spotlight winners, along with Eva Amity, Grand Ball over 2004. Hopefully she'll return to this program very, very soon. Pierre Kelly, GDQ YouTuber, aka GDQ, Alex K's Toon Zone, Candy Bar Tunes, Bob Corley, Visionet Media, Lola Core, Wireless Chris Bar 2, Todd 3 Do Not Attack, Todd 3 Be Upset, Small 3 Be Active, and Anchor Train Rail Fan. Please check all those people out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to find out what's up. Let's go. What's up with Tinsel? A decorating thing that will make Christmas awesome. Hey, slow down. You'll get your comedy soon. Alright? Now, Tuscaloosa has the best tinsel trail in the USA. Actually, it has the fourth best tinsel trail in the USA. Okay, who cares? Now, one website says that tinsel should be replaced. Yeah, over the past few centuries, it had gone from being made out of silver to being made of polyvinyl chloride. Wow. The environmentalists don't want anyone to have fun. Wait, they do believe in sex. Never mind. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another top 8 list. MP, Pink Cat. Let's go. You got it, boss. Tonight's category, top 8 things that you should not put your tinsel in. Number 8, urine. Number 7, poop. Number 6, your sweat. Number 5, someone else's sweat. Number 4, vomit. Number 3, ketchup. Number 2, hot sauce. And number 1, ranch. Do we need to say anything else at this point? No, I think that we have said enough. Good point. Back to you, boss. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much. You know, draw hashtag Weeknight Update, hashtag Ellie for late night, hashtag Ellie for adults, hashtag Special Brown, and hashtag All Christmas Awesome. Get those hashtags to our social media, please. Draw everybody like this thing, subscribe and the bell ship, and cap the comment section down below. But wherever you please, do not go anywhere. We will be right back with the in-between monologue, Toy Story, A Moment for Everyone, All the Time, random advice, and this week's Countdown of the Week question. Remember, this is still Weeknight Update, and now it is your final night.
What? It is! It is him! Ah!
Christmas traditions, trimming the tree, exchanging gifts, eating banana peels, and watching classic Christmas episodes all night on Nick at Night. Christmas night starting at 8, 7 Central.
Wouldn't you like to have a nice new carpet under your tree this year? There's plenty of time if you call Empire. You'll have it in 72 hours, and with our credit plan, there's no installment payment till way after the holidays. Hard to believe, but our prices still start at only $6.95 installed, and that includes polyfoam padding, plus a gift with any order, a telephone or shampoo are free. So have a nice new carpet under your tree in time for the holidays. Call us.
588-2300-EMPIRE.
Once again, it's time to unpack the Christmas decorations and start thinking about what gifts to get the kids this year. Sears can help with savings of 20% on lots of officially licensed NFL apparel, like football jerseys, sweatshirts, and award jackets for boys. And 20% off on our entire collection of Pretty Miss Petticoat sportswear, dresses, and accessories for girls. On sale now, only in the children's store. With best wishes for a happy holiday from Sears.
Welcome back to Weeknight Update. Oh, yes! And now, it's time for the in-between monologue. Let's go! Tinsel is a decorative material that's made out of thin strips of metal, paper, or plastic that can create a glittering effect. Of course, you better recycle it before the environment gets mad. Tinsel was first made from hammered silver in the 17th century, and it was first used in Germany. By the way, hammered silver is very expensive, so please don't buy it if you can't afford it, okay? In the 18th century, manufacturers started making tinsel out of copper and aluminum. So to the people who made art with aluminum foil many years ago, you should start turning your art into real money. Come on, get your money, get your money. In the mid-20th century, people started making tinsel out of lead, but the FDA banned it in 1972 because it was toxic. Hey, lead will cause more harm to the environment than plastic, and that's the truth. Remember that, environmentalists. And finally, here's how you should store Christmas tinsel. Spool strands around a cardboard tube. Alright, that will keep your tinsel nice and neat. Also, they'll keep the planet clean. You're welcome. Now, it's time once again for Tori's story. Alright, Tori, what's the story?
Hey guys, Tori Mullins here, and welcome back to Tori's story. So the next story I'm gonna be telling you is about tinsel. And here's the story. Decorating our Christmas village was in full swing when Mrs. Claus and I arrived that morning. Lights were being strung on all the buildings and the trees. Stars and snowflakes were hung on the light posts. Gold and silver tinsel was placed on the surrounding trees. Beautiful job, I told the elves as Anya and I stepped into the gazebo in the center of the town square. This is putting us all in the Christmas spirit. Thanks, Santa, Lyra responded as she placed another strand of gold tinsel on a tree. Carter gave me a quizzical look. Santa, Lyra, and I wondered why people put tinsel on Christmas trees. I murmured as I stroked my beard. I thought everyone knew. Knew what? Lyra demanded. Elves know a lot. Is there something you're keeping from us? When the elves overheard Lyra, they came over to the gazebo. You never keep anything from us, Santa. What's up? yelled Carter. I chuckled and led Mrs. Claus over to a bench. You're right. I don't keep things from you. I stood up and rubbed my hands together. You know how I like stories, but this one I've never shared. The end. That's the story about Tinsel. So stay tuned where I tell the next story. Bye, guys.
That was an incredible story, Toy. Thank you very much. Now, let's have a moment for everyone, shall we? A lot of people put tinsel on their Christmas trees. Now, can you blame them? I mean, tinsel makes a Christmas tree look amazing. Of course, some people are afraid of tinsel because it can, quote unquote, ruin the environment. Hold on. Now, man, you're about to see why. Look, those people are the same people who think that certain bikes are better for the environment. And as many people Those people are the same people who think that certain bikes are bad for the environment. When, as the environmentalists know, you are taking very good care of the planet if you ride your bike from place to place every now and then. They also say they hate cars because they'll ruin the ozone layer. Now, that's a valid point, but those same people are drooling over these small cars that don't use a lot of gas as though they haven't had sex in 9 years. Man, those people don't know how to stand by what they say. Now, they're saying that tinsel is bad for us because it's now made out of plastic. I see where they're coming from, but what are they going to do when they find someone using something that's similar to tinsel? That's right, they'll be all over it like peanut butter on jelly. Look, taking care of the environment is fine and all, but enjoying the holidays is awesome too. How about a compliment? Alright, we can enjoy the holidays and clap after ourselves. Is that a deal? Is that a deal? Good. Thank you very much. Woo! I'm glad that we could resolve one issue before the end of the year without getting mad at one another. Man! How about a little talking time, huh? Now listen to this, folks, alright? In Tuscaloosa, people have experienced... No. Now listen to this, folks, alright? There's actually a tinsel trail in Tuscaloosa. That's right. In other words, a trail of tinsel going from one block all the way to the other block. And apparently, it is one of the best tinsel trails in the USA. Wow. That's insane. Wait a minute. If Tuscaloosa has one of the best tinsel trails out there, then who has the all-time greatest tinsel trails in the world? This is a tough one. Wait a minute. Hollywood is Tinseltown, right? So, are you telling me that Hollywood has an even better tinsel trail than Tuscaloosa? Man, that's just insane right there. I mean, golly. Woo! Listen to this, folks, alright? As you know, tinsel is now made out of polyvinyl chloride, a plastic-based material. Now, some people don't really care, but other people, aka environmentalists, say that there should be a replacement for tinsel because the way that tinsel is now could ruin the environment. At least that's what they're saying. Now, let's take a look at some of the alternatives to tinsel. There's Tinsel. Now, it's just jute string, but apparently you can get it at Etsy for $24.34. Okay, then you have Victorian tinsel ornaments, which is made out of tin-plated steel, and that costs $29.99. And of course, you can make your own tinsel. Use yarn, metal, jewelry, wire, and fabric spices. Wow! Just wow! I am surprised. Oh. Hey, how about some advice for the world, huh? If you see a lot of tinsel on a Christmas tree, then you should be very happy about that because it looks pretty. If you see tinsel on a squirrel, then you should probably take the tinsel off the squirrel and say this: who put the tinsel on the squirrel? If someone tries to put tinsel on an elephant, then you should probably take the tinsel off the elephant. Actually, you should definitely take the tinsel off the elephant. If you see a ton of tinsel on a dog, then you need to do two things. Take the tinsel off the dog and say this: stop putting tinsel on dogs! And finally, if you see tinsel on a monkey, then you have to do these things. Take the tinsel off the monkey, go to the zookeeper, get your bullhorn out, and say this: hey! Who told you to put tinsel on every single animal in the zoo? By the way, that was my impression of someone yelling at someone with a bullhorn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. Yes! One of these days, this little program will actually be on an actual TV network. Now, let's go over this week's Comment of the Week question, which is, what do you like the most about winter and why? Go over to the post section of my YouTube channel page and answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night, folks. Until then, that's the news, and I am out. Peace, 4x4.
Christmas traditions, trimming the tree, exchanging gifts, eating banana peels, and watching classic Christmas episodes all night on Nick at Night. Christmas night starting at 8, 7 Central.